Have you ever known what the right thing to do was, but a really tempting offer made you second-guess it? The story of Balaam is one of the most famous examples of this in the Bible, and it's a powerful warning for us today. Balaam was a prophet, a man who heard from God. A king named Balak, terrified of the Israelites, wanted to hire Balaam to curse them. He sent messengers with gifts and money, but Balaam did the right thing. He asked God, and God's answer was crystal clear. Do not go. Do not curse these people, because they are blessed. So Balaam refused, but King Balak didn't give up. He sent more important messengers with an even better offer: more money, more honor, more recognition. And this is where the story turns. Balaam's heart was tempted. Here, he knew what God had said, but he asked again, hoping the answer might change. This time, God allowed him to go, but with a strict warning: "You must only say what I tell you to say." Balaam saddled his donkey and set off, his mind likely filled with thoughts of the rewards waiting for him. But as he traveled, his donkey suddenly stopped. Balaam saw nothing, but the donkey saw an angel of the Lord standing in the road with a drawn sword. The terrified donkey veered into a field. Balaam, thinking the animal was just being stubborn, got angry and beat it. A little further on, the road narrowed between two walls. The angel appeared again. To avoid the angel, the donkey pressed against a wall, crushing Balaam's foot. Again, Balaam beat the donkey in a rage. Finally, the angel blocked the path completely. With nowhere to go, the donkey just lay down. Furious, Balaam beat it for the third time. And then, something incredible happened. God opened the donkey's mouth, and it spoke. It asked, "What have I done to you that you've beaten me 3 times?" Blinded by his own anger, Balaam argued back without even realizing how strange this was. The donkey then said, "Have I ever behaved like this before?" Balaam had to admit, no. At that very moment, God opened Balaam's eyes. Suddenly, he saw the angel, sword in hand, standing right in front of him. Balaam fell to the ground in fear. The anthill said, "Why have you beaten your donkey?" "But I came to stop you because your path is dangerous. If the donkey had not turned away, I would have killed you and spared it." In that instant, Balaam understood. The donkey wasn't being disobedient. It was protecting him. The obstacle he was fighting was actually God's mercy. He realized how his own desire for wealth and recognition had blinded him to the danger he was walking into. 2. This story is so much more than an ancient tale about a talking donkey. It's a mirror for our own lives. Balaam wasn't an evil man. He was a gifted man who knew God's voice. But knowing God's voice isn't the same as obeying it. His problem wasn't confusion. God had spoken clearly. His problem was desire. The reward looked too good to pass up. How often does that happen to us? God has already said no, but the job offer is amazing. The relationship feels so right. The opportunity seems perfect. So we push forward, ignoring that little warning voice inside. And when we hit obstacles, delays, frustrating people, closed doors, we get angry. We get frustrated. We start beating the very donkeys God is using to save us. Sometimes, that donkey is a project delay we don't understand. Sometimes it's a friend who asks us a hard question. Sometimes it's a sudden financial setback. We see an inconvenience, but God sees a danger. We can't. We think the obstacle is the problem. But really, the obstacle is God's protection. Some of the things we complain about the most are actually saving us from ourselves. Balaam was walking toward his own destruction, and he didn't even know it. But God, in His grace, stopped him. Grace is when God exposes our true motives, not to shame us, but to save us. When Balaam finally saw the truth, he repented. He humbled himself and admitted he was wrong. And here's the hopeful part. God still used him, but this time with a heart of obedience. Ruh. This story is a call to all of us. If you feel like you're in Balaam's shoes right now, if you know what God wants, but you struggling to obey because ambition is shouting louder than your conscience is, not too late. You can still stop. You can still turn back. You can still choose obedience over reward. Jet. God is not trying to ruin your life with delays and obstacles. He's trying to protect it. The question for us today is the same one Balaam faced when God puts a warning in our path. We're going to slow down and listen, or will we keep pushing forward until we get hurt? Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, comment, and share it with someone you care about. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the Bible that speak to our lives today. See you next time.